Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video here on the channel. Hopefully you're having an awesome day. I know I am. In this video, we're going to talk about a really awesome coin to collect, not to mention a silver coin to collect, so don't skip the video. I know you're busy. If you can't watch it right now, then subscribe and hit save, come back and watch it later. But let's talk about 1964 quarters. They're a super pivotal part of the Washington Quarter series. They have a lot of history, but more importantly, they can be really, really valuable. So if you have one in your hand or in that piggy bank, or if you've just come across one, you spent it already and you want to know more about them for the next time you find one, then stay tuned to talk about all the things value-wise, the different mints, and the different errors to look for that can make your 1964 quarter extremely valuable. Let's get to it. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Let's talk about a really important quarter and one that can be really valuable if you come across one, and that's the 1964 Washington quarter. These are a really historic quarter, as 1964 would mark the last year for silver coins in circulation. And this would apply to your Washington quarter from 1964 as well. You can see a wide range of values for 1964 Washington quarters, so let's talk about them and get into the values. 1964 Philadelphia coins had an enormous 560 million of them made. So an incredible amount over the previous year, and so these can be seen in pocket change and coin roll hunting quite a bit actually. Sales as recent as 2022 and 23 for coins that were graded in high MS grades were seen selling at over $3,500. The estimate for one of these coins at MS 66 or higher is estimated by PCGS is well over $2,000 on average. On the low end even, since they are a silver coin, you can sell these coins for around $6 to $8 pretty regularly, with mid-grades still being seen selling for around $80. The 1964 Type B reverse quarters, or FS 901s, are a Type B or Type 2 reverse that has the widest gap between the E and the S in the word states. Conversely, the A and dollar and the lowest leaf are also touching on these coins. These are really easy design features that you can recognize, and you can identify this type of reverse on these Washington quarters. These are not necessarily worth a ton of money, but it's something to note. The average price for one of these in a high MS 65 or higher is estimated to be around $400. The 1964 D quarters also had an enormous amount of them made, at over 700 million of them minted out of Denver. The highest known grade is MS68, and it sold for over $38,000 in 2021. And ones in MS65, 66, and 67 have been seen selling between $300 and $1,000, with an MS67 Plus selling for over $1,700 in 2024. The 1964 Ds also have a Type C reverse variety, which has a mid-size gap between the E and S in states, and the A and the leaf are almost touching, but there's still a visible gap to them. These in high grades can sell for well over $1,500. 1964 quarters also had a proof version of these coins that can also be pretty valuable. There was 3.9 million of them made, so a similar number in proof coins to previous years, like 1961 through 1963. And these currently sell around $1,000 for ones in PR68 or higher. Ones that have a designation of Cameo can sell a little bit higher, with an example in PR70 Cameo selling for over $2,000 in 2008, and another example that sold back in May of 2021 for over $2,300. There is also a 1964 Special Strike quarter, since from 1965 to 1967, coins would not bear mint marks. The mint also didn't plan on making any proofs during this time, so they prepped special mint sets, also known as Special Strikes, starting in 1964. Unlike proofs, however, these 1964 Special Strikes were only struck once at a high force, so the results weren't as shiny as proofs, since the blanks used to make them were not pre-burnished. To tell the difference between them, a Special Strike has more of a satin finish on both the field and the overall coin, whereas a Proof is going to have a shiny finish. These are extremely, extremely valuable and one of the rarest quarters that you can come across. A record price for one of these coins was only back in 2023 for an SP67 that sold for $23,400. There are only 13 SP67s known and only one SP68, making them the most valuable of this variety of the coin. There are known heirs on the 1964 coins as well, the main one being a 1964D repunch mint mark, which is a D over D repunch mint mark with two different varieties. One of these, a 1964 D over D repunch mint mark graded MS66, sold for over $10,000 back in 2022. Thank you for coming to another video. Hit subscribe if you enjoy currency and collectibles like I do. Hopefully I gave you a ton of different information to think about when it comes to 1964 Washington quarters. They're a great silver coin to look for in your pocket change, so let me know what you think about them and what you've kept an eye out for during your coin and banknote searches. We'll talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.